next screen down is going to be switches. So this is like
with the ballast. It doesn't have like any auto ballast where it automatically senses things and moves
no,
over.
it doesn't have that.
Okay.
We're not as good as Supras. Switches. This is going to be like all the switches on a standard boat. So this is how I do things like turn my courtesy lights on, my docking lights on, and then the underwater lights.
Sorry, oopsie.
Also, if you forget where anything is on the boat, you can hit this feature screen, and that'll show you where everything is.
Cute. Look like fireflies.
Right? So, switches, lights, and then show you where everything is.
Okay.
Finally, the profiles I keep talking about. So, the factory went through and took the time to figure out how to set the boat up for different activities. So in here now you have back to dock, so that's like hitting a reset button.
Turning everything off.
Yep, exactly. Wakeboard Pro, and you can see up in the top it'll show you what it does to the boat.
Mm-hmm. So are those all the different ballasts? P, B, and S?
Yep, port, belly, starboard, so
Okay.
100% on all three. And then set the speed for 23.5 miles an hour and NCRS at 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Wake intermediate.
Well, we're used to water skiing at like 28, so.
Yeah. Right. Wake novice. Wake skate.
What's wake skate?
It's like wakeboarding on a board that doesn't have bindings.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that
Is
was
that
like
the
the
round
transition up to
It looks like the
surfing.
Simon game.
No, it's not a very popular sport anymore, but you know, so you can do like kick flips and stuff with it. But
So
I've
you can
only-
probably delete that. And
yeah, pretty much. I'm surprised they even put it in there. There's your wake surf, so 100%, 11.2 miles an hour, NCRS at 5. So it'll start you off with the NCRS at 5, so it's more of a bow up. And if you want to, you can put it down towards 0 to
make it a longer
make
wake.
it a longer wake. And then it'll start off surfing on this side, but you can obviously change that on the home screen.
Okay.
So it starts off on
The left.
the
Yep.
left side.
All
And
people that
then
don't ride goofy.
right, and then slalom ski. So when you do slalom ski, it'll turn the.
It goes up to 32 miles an hour?
You can go set it up for as fast as the boat will go. So I mean, you can if you guys only slalom ski at 28, you can go here. You can hit edit, and then bump it down to 28, or you can just go
Is
through
that
and
the standard for, I mean, when they say slalom ski, is that just water ski or?
it's one skiing. Yep.
Yeah. But it's not like they meant like to go rip through a course. It's just
Right.
if you're on one ski, this is the speed you should be going at.
I mean, it varies for the ability of the skier. That's just the speed that they put in there for now. So you can go and hit new user, hit John, ski, enter. Of course, you always want to have the ballast empty for skiing. You can edit your icon. There you are. And say you like to ski at 28.5 miles an hour with the ski assist on. You hit save changes. Boom, there you are.
Okay.
All right.
And how many there's 12 profiles?
It'll hold like 20.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, use these profiles because they'll be super handy, especially as you learn how to operate the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go in back to the home screen and fine tune all that stuff. Also, another thing I want to show you is the surf system is only going to work up to 13 miles an hour. If you go over 13 miles an hour, the surf system shuts itself off. So if you were to set the cruise, anything over 13 miles an hour, surf system's gone on the home screen.
Okay.
So, I'll erase that right now because I don't know if that's how you actually like to ski. But
Yeah, you can delete it.
Okay.
So when it says the surf system's gone, at that point it just becomes a wakeboard setting? If you're going over 13?
Yeah, it just won't deploy the NSS plates.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So those are only used for
Surfing.
Surfing, select.
Yep.
Okay.
Oops.
So, after profiles, last but not least is settings. So river mode, we'll turn that off for now. Auto volume, I like to have that on because as you advance the throttle, stereo volume will come up. Speed buzzer, I like that a lot. When you have the cruise control on and you get to your set speed, it'll beep at you to let you know that the cruise control is taking over. So the cruise control, say, you know, you're pulling a skier and you have it on. If you come to the end of the lake and you want to turn around, you can pull back on the throttle, make your turn, and then once you straighten back out again, advance the throttle again, and the cruise control will take back over.
Okay.
So if the cruise is set at 30 miles an hour, all you have to do is give the throttle enough to get to 30 miles an hour, then it'll take over.
And as soon as you go below.
And as soon as you go below 30 miles an hour,
Shut it off.
you're back in control again.
Okay. And so it's just a little bit of the forward motion, and then when it's there, you hear the beep.
Right.
And
So
then you
say
can let go.
So say I have it set for 11 miles an hour. I gotta go, it'll beep at me like right there for 11. Then I'll usually push it past a little bit just in case you're not, right around that point. But, if the surfer falls, you pull back, and once you get below 11, you're in control again.
Okay.
So cruise control is like on the car. It'll keep you going forward, but as soon as you pull back on the speed, it will respond.
Correct.
It won't keep you going forward.
Well, it'll keep you going forward, but it'll go at the speed
Slower.
You've set it at. It's
Exactly.
like hitting the brake and it kind of shuts it down.
Right.
Okay.
So, after that, you have a depth buzzer, so you can set an alarm if you want to for shallow water.
Oh, so there's the depth bomber right here.
Yeah. Next is display, so you can change things around on the screen. Like when you go out at night and you turn the lights on, it'll automatically dim the screen,
Okay.
but you can manually do it right here. Next one over is system. So GPS utility system info and dealer settings, you'll never have to worry about those. Those are for like service guys. Power diagnostics and engine diagnostics. So power diagnostics, that is for the boat. This is like a built-in fuse board that's on the screen. So there's no fuse board on the boat here. It's controlled off the screen. So say if something happens to any of the systems on the boat, it'll protect itself. So say like you leave a ballast pump on too long and it gets hot. It'll shut the pump off. It'll throw what's called a circuit fault on the screen. And it'll say, circuit fault, belly ballast pump. So you would come to the screen, use the arrows to get down to belly ballast pump. You'll see it'll say fault right there. And then you just hit reset fault.
Okay.
If it's a recurring issue, there's something wrong with that system, but 9 times out of 10, just something goofy happened. You go and you do that, hit reset, life is good.
Okay.
So same thing for engine. So if you were to get a check engine light that came on, you'd come here, call up the service department and say, hey, this is the code that it threw. That way we know exactly what part we need to get you fixed.
Okay.
It'll also rank
cool.
it like a low, medium, and high. Like the low is like, yeah, you can keep using your boat. Medium's...
Medium, high, and swim for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the medium will be like,
You're screwed.
yeah, like you can keep using the boat, but get it fixed.
Yeah.
And high's like, yeah, you're paddling home. That would be like an overheat or like loss of oil pressure or something like that.
And then there's where you get your engine hours.
Yeah, so once you have that on, engine hours will be there. Engine hours are always up there as well too.
Okay. So it's got 14 hours already.
1.4.
Oh, 1.4.
Yeah, they test it down at the
Florida.
in Florida. So auto awareness camera. So the awareness camera will come on automatically from 7 miles an hour down to neutral. You can also turn it on manually over 7 miles an hour.
Okay.
But if you don't like the auto awareness camera, you can shut it off.
What's auto awareness camera?
It's this thing up here.
Oh, I see. Like when you. Oh, okay.
It has a little cover too.
That's for the
Oh.
mirror that I replaced. The surf select, was that in the bag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we get that programmed right now?
Hold that.
Yeah, we'll put that right
Put
in
that
there.
in too.
like the
Nope,
Constitution.
that's the goat.
Roll up like a joint.
There you go. Nice. There should be a little lanyard in there for it as well.
So when you tow this, do you need extra straps down the back?
Yep. And they're built in on the trailer.
They are built in, okay. And then, I wish I had.
There's
Strap
the
come with
lanyard.
There are there straps with it? Is that
I
what
don't
you?
know,
Yep, straps built in on the trailer.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, there you go. There's your registration.
Don't drop this in the water, jeez.
Yeah, right.
I think there goes your GoPro.
Jeez.
It's, yeah, watch yourself. I smashed my finger at that thing.
What, in that?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we were here last time.
Oh.
So when you want to have the surf select on, you can just always keep this on. I hit pair remote and I just click the button a bunch of times.
Like doing your garage door. Huh?
Playoff beard for the Bruins. Nothing, you? How about you?
You guys got nothing going on today?
No, there's nothing happening here.
We're gonna pick it up. We weren't planning to, but we're gonna.
Cool.
This is nice. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell these guys that.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
They got a purple one.
Purple.
Oh, nice.
We just teased whoever it was walking over there. So we were parked in front of our boat, and he came over and he said, "Can I help you?" He said, "Yeah, is that purple boat for sale?" He said, "No, I don't think so." I said, "What do you think of that purple color?" And he went. So we let him go for like 20 seconds, and then we reeled him back in.
Way to pick on the new guy. Yeah.
It's fine. He was super.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, this is really beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Get you going in the water.
Hopefully today.
Okay.
Wait, what pond are you guys on? Or
Little
what-
Island.
Yeah, they're on Big Island.
Where are you? Which one?
Little Island.
Pond.
You're on Big Island Pond?
No,
Little
Little
Island.
Where's that?
Pelham.
Oh, in Pelham.
Yeah. So Big Island's part of Pelham in Hudson.
No, Big Island.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking
I
of.
know some people that are long pond, but that's like Nash, Draken, and
Tingsboro.
Yes.
And they got a piece of Pelham.
so
Yeah.
Where is
Right over the border.
From Drakeit.
From Drakeit.
Pelham? Oh, it's on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a butterfly.
What's that?
It looks like a butterfly from the air. But yeah.
or wakeboarders?
Well, try.
We started
newbies.
off, we grew up water skiing, and wakeboarding was kind of like coming right into fashion when we got to the age of like we want to go out with our friends. So we're gonna be trying everything.